in the sense of I woke up around 2:30 to my husband snoring, and then he didn't let me leave the room because he had just gotten home. I must have just fallen asleep. And he was like, no, I'm not snoring, don't leave me. Because whenever he snores, I go into the guest room. And I was like, fine, oh my God, fine. And so I laid down, fell back asleep. And then 2 hours later, woke up again to him snoring. This time I very carefully and sneakily sneaked out of the bedroom and went to the guest room. Technically, it is my first Friday because I work 2 days, have a day off, and then work 2 days most weeks. And I like that schedule. And it's just, today is another one of those days where even though I was kind of rushed because I slowly got ready, everything was already pre-prepared. Like my lunch for today is completely prepared. It's all handmade stuff. My banana bars, my meatballs and noodles, and my smoothie, my Java smoothie, which is more like a Java pudding. And like all I have to do is grab it and go. And I was just thinking about how happy it made me, not only knowing that what I have is homemade stuff, because when you go to work and you have homemade lunch, there's something more special about it. It just makes you more excited about to eat it. But the fact that I made everything, I was the one that made it. And also I know I can tell you exactly what's in all of it. Like I'm not going to eat it and think, oh, there's something I can't have in here. Like I can have all of it. I can eat all of it. And I was even telling Jared this morning, because he actually woke up a little bit before I left. I was telling him about how the meatballs taste amazing because I had one last night. And like I'm so excited to have, because we're gonna have those for dinner on Monday as well again. And so it just makes me happy and excited, and I am so glad that I now have time to do these things. Oh, I gotta remember I'm parking in the garage today because I got a parking pass. Saturdays are my park in the garage days. Well, it's technically Saturdays and Sundays, but I don't typically work Sundays. But hey, you know what? It makes Saturdays a little more special. And I mentioned it is very cold, and I woke up with a slight sore throat and sniffles. This time I think it's just allergies because there's pollen all over my car. I got home and I figured out how, I don't know why I didn't do this before, I figured out how to connect the Xbox to the TV. I feel really stupid because I literally Googled it and it told me exactly what to do. The reason I did it is because I told Jared to do it and he didn't do it. He also didn't put his clothes away. But that's beside the point. I am like so exhausted. Today I actually had a really good day. The last hour and a half was so incredibly stressful and busy just because like it was one of those things where a lot of bad stuff happened, but it was right after another, like all within this like same time period. So that was stressful, and then we had a lot of miscommunication over the cast when it came to loading our 5:30 show, and so that, I mean, like the guests, they all got seated, you know, and those who didn't, they got fast passes and stuff, whatever. So like the guest service side was fine. It was just one of those things where we could have done a little bit better, and so it was really stressful for everyone. I mean, like, we're human. things happen, and no one was hurt or anything, but it was just one of those things where it's like I was put in a position that I've never been put in before since being at Frozen, and I was just like, I don't know what to do, and because I didn't know what to do, it just really stressed me out, on top of having guest issues with people just complaining. I love Fast Pass guests so much. Anyway, I like literally all I want to do is just sit, watch like a chick flick or something, and take a bath, and then part of me wants to go to sleep and the other part of me wants to get stuff done. Thank God I have tomorrow off. Stephanie and I were gonna go to Fantasmic, but it's supposed to rain again next Sunday. Literally, it has only been raining on Sundays the last couple of weeks, which is great because those are the days we've been trying to go to see Fantasmic. So, yay! I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna go see Greatest Showman or if we're gonna just maybe hang out in Disney Springs or go anyway and then just wing it. I was able to grab an extra fast pass for Rock and Roller Coaster, so we might be able to do that on top of Fantasmic. I do not know. But I do know that I am going to end this video here. I don't know how much I actually filmed, but I am just like so mentally exhausted that like I just need to like sit and relax. So I thank you all so much for watching. I hope your Saturday night was a lot better than mine was. Shout out to the Liams. They stopped by Hollywood Studios today. I wasn't able to see them, but I hope you guys had a great evening anyway. Maybe it was good that we didn't run into each other, because you probably would have caught me at a really stressed moment and I would have just been like, ah. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good evening and I will see you all. Oh, also, I had the meatballs today and they were so good. So good. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.